Grace and peace, everyone. This is Malik, your addiction recovery coach, coming back at you, giving you the real in recovery. And recently, I just posted some content videos, and one of them I was just asking to get topics of what people would want to hear about, for whether it was dealing with loved ones they know that were struggling with addiction to alcohol or drugs, or it may be themselves. And one of the topics that really sparked interest and a lot of people were asking about was what finally stuck when I made the decision to overcome my addiction. And, you know, at the end of my act of addiction, I was such in a dark place. I remember just being in my apartment and drinking all day long. I was up to drinking a fifth of liquor a day. By that time, I was smoking 7 grams of weed every day by myself, and then also mixing that with whatever drugs I could get my hands on, whether it was lacing crack or mollies or, you know, popping mollies, or even I had, during that time, I dibbled and dabbled with even smoking dippers. And it was because I wanted to put myself out of misery. You know, the pain was so deep from just thinking about how I was destroying my life. And I just felt so helpless and hopeless that was my way out at the time. So it took a lot of beating down for me. I had to continue to get beat down, but I always had a voice, what I consider the voice of God, speaking to me, saying that, Malik, you're better than this. I've created you for a purpose. Your future is going to be better than what is going on with you right now. And when I finally made that decision to surrender to Christ and turn my life over to God, and I mean turn my will fully over and say, God, have your way, that was the beginning of the transformation. So what stuck for me, I can break it down into 3 phases. And these are the phases that I share with anyone that I'm coaching and what worked for me. And number 1 was surrendering and connecting to God. And that allowed me to find my purpose and allowed me to start getting a renewed mind. So the only way that happened for me, and I believe will happen for anyone else, is through humility and moving pride aside and saying, hey, I tried it my way, but God, I'm going to do things your way. So that was the beginning of the journey. And then the second thing was connecting to people, finding my support group and joining it, which for me is my brothers and sisters in Christ, my church family. It was AA meetings, Gamblers Anonymous meetings, NA meetings. I developed a network, and I had a ton of friends in this network. I had mentors. I got a sponsor. I had a therapist, my pastor. So this team of accountability partners and support was so important in recovery in the beginning. And then the last thing was developing healthy habits and new daily routines, getting rid of old destructive ways and beginning to fill my schedule with things that would lead me to the direction to be successful in recovery. So if you or anyone you know wants to know more about these 3 phases and what stuck for me in my recovery, DM me or comment in the chat, and I look forward to speaking with you. God bless.